Good evening. This is Kevin Everson, director of Lago Bhutan, and I'm here with and I'd like to thank the Virginia Film Festival for inviting me. And I'm here with the super talented and brilliant artist, Jatavia Gary, and she and her film Jiveni Document, which is I consider a masterpiece, and it's been playing all over the world. So welcome.
Hi, Kevin. Thank you for having me. It's good to be here with you. Thank you to the Virginia Film Festival. This is good. Thank you.
So anyway, yes, I would talk. Yeah, because I know this joint's been playing all over the world, and I don't know how many times I've seen it. I think I only saw it big at Black at the bar. You know,
Where?
a bar. At the Astor Gates thing. Remember you remember played on the played at bar Black like Black Arts Retreat.
Did it?
Yeah. Was you there? You might not
I
have been.
came later. I came after my films were played, and then I sat on a panel.
Yeah. So it did play up there. Yeah, it played on that Saturday, I think. That's the only time I saw it big. Because I only saw it in the laptop and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway.
You were at Locarno, but you missed it. You were doing other things.
No, I wasn't even at Locarno.
Greg was at Locarno.
Yeah, that was Greg, because Greg curated it, yeah. But anyway,
yeah,
I mean, but you're a type of artist that is in like multiple venues, and which I think is exciting. And this project was, I know it played at your gallery. What's your gallery? Is that
Paula Cooper?
Paula Cooper Gallery, which is a blue chip gallery, to say the least.
Sure, yeah. It played at Paula Cooper in New York, but it premiered actually in 2019 at Gallery Franck Elbaz in Paris.
So and that was a double channel. That's two channels?
It was a three.
Three channel?
So yeah, there's a 3-channel installation, and then there's the GIVERNY Document single channel, which is basically the middle channel of that three installation, that 3-channel.
Yeah. So when you made this piece, were you thinking about those two type of audiences, like those two types of like arenas and our art objects? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think first we should begin with the original, because the 3-channel and the single channel GIVERNY Document, which are both about 40 minutes, those came after. There's an original, which I call the Kernel. It is titled GIVERNY 1 Négresse Impériale.
I saw that one. Okay, I saw that one. Yeah,
yeah.
I saw that too. Yeah.
So that's basically 7 minutes of just a montage of me in the garden.
Yeah.
But also the Diamond Reynolds Facebook Live audio and the glitches and the Louis Armstrong, La Vie en Rose, just that kind of very potent montage with the kind of staccato editing, which is included in both the 3-channel and the single channel.
Good, yeah.
We started with that, GIVERNY 1 Négresse Impériale in 2017.
Is that the one with the images of Ruby Dee in it, right?
No, that's an ecstatic experience. All of my films are bleeding together for you.
I know.
What is in the GIVERNY Document is Josephine Baker, Fred Hammond. We've got some archives from
I love those
Haiti, a Haitian travelogue. But yeah, we begin with this first film, and then they're just kind of like a film within a film within a film, within an installation,
Yeah. Because so in the installation, in Locarno was single channel, right? Or was it?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
The single channel goes to the film festivals.
Okay. Because sometimes I thought Locarno had gallery stuff too as well. They don't.
They do, but I've been very clear about limiting the single channel and this, and for this work to just like the film world. I don't want.
Gotcha.
I mean, I've allowed some museums to screen it in a kind of screening series, like a one-off screening night.
Yeah.
But I don't want to install the single channel as an installation. Okay. That's what the 3-channel is for.
Yeah. Okay. So I thought Locarno had the multiple channel one, but I was wrong. Yeah. But so this when you do multiple channel. So how was the audio? So this when you designed it for the multi-channel, how did you design the audio?
Yeah. Well, initially, for the the first installation at Frank Elbaz Gallery, that had audio on all 3 channels.
Okay.
I had the main audio pumping from the middle channel, and I consider the middle channel to be the main channel, period. The bulk of the film is there. The left and the right channels are supplementary. They're adding to the story, and they're adding to the experience, the immersive experience, but they are not the main, like to me, they don't exist on their own. Gotcha. And you would only hear just brief glimpses of sound. You know, you would hear static sometimes, or you would hear a voiceover from the educational film, or a voiceover from the travel log, just like small moments to help make it more immersive. Yeah. But I decided when I reinstalled it at the Hammer and at Paula Cooper Gallery.
Oh, yeah, who's the sister down there?
Darren.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I knew it did there, yeah.
She's great. She's phenomenal curator, Erin Cristobal.
Yeah, she's awesome.
I love her. She's wonderful. Her and Amir, Black Radical Imagination. Yeah. But I chose to collapse those left and right audios and just really simplify it.
Why is that?
Well, because there's already so much going on in the middle frame. You've got Nina Simone, you know, pouring her entire life force out. You've got interviews. You've got glitching sounds and La Vie en Rose chopped and screwed. It already felt immersive enough with just the 3 screens and the audio coming from the middle. I didn't want it to be too overpowering.
Did you check out the space before you installed it, or did that have anything to do with it? Because that always affects the way I install stuff. Yeah.
Absolutely. The French gallery is actually shaped really irregular. It's like, it's not 4 wall. It's not like a square or a rectangle wall. It's got
pictures of that. Yeah.
Yeah. And so they sent me photos. I had never actually been to it before. And that actually influenced how I installed it. I was really thinking about irregularity and not like 3 symmetrical screening surfaces like what we had at Paula Cooper. Yeah. At the Hammer and at the French gallery, you had, boards coming at an angle off the wall or leaning against the wall.
Oh, so you had them in build special walls for you?
Yes, I had them build special projection surfaces that would hang off the wall at an angle or lean onto the wall at an angle. So you kind of had this going on, It looked like a wave. Yeah. But then when we got to Paula Cooper, we had a larger space, so we were able to. I basically simplified again, because it's a larger space. I wanted the screens to be very large, and I wanted the image to be central onto the screen. At the other spaces, we had the image askew and leaning off of the screen and spilling over onto the wall.
And then, well, that's great because those are the 3. Wow, that's great. Like, it's great how you can adapt the piece, the audio, the visuals to 3 different installations. And stuff
based on the room.
Yeah, based on the room. Well, that's what I always think that, like, I think a lot of video projection fails because they don't, and even I fail all the time from it. Because people don't think about the space, but also the audio is the killer of these things. You gotta have the audio because sometimes they bleed over into the photographs in the next room. With the soundtrack, so to speak. Because I think one of the pieces I like about this, the main thing I like about this film is the sound that they mixed up it and stuff. And then so it would be interesting to feel the experiences. So at Paula Cooper, did you have the three sound or the 3 tracks?
Just the one. And just the one coming from the main. Again, I wanted to kind of simplify. Yeah. Again, I mean, I really appreciate the comments because the sound is so central to this film. You could close your eyes. And
it drives it. But then it complements the footage because it doesn't push and pull. It just like everything invites you into it, so to speak, like the film footage and also the audio. Yeah.
Yeah. I could close my eyes and play the film and be able to pinpoint exactly where we are in the film. Because just off the sound alone. Yeah. So it was important for me again to not overpower the space with sound because that middle frame is just already so potent on its own. I didn't feel like I needed the kind of additional supplementary audio pieces. Yeah. We've also got like 18 feet platforms that we're projecting onto. So I don't know, I felt like it was immersive enough. And there's the light, there are the art objects that are on the wall. There's frames, there's at least 35 frames on the wall that make the space look like a kind of French salon or Black grandmama's living room, all of the pictures,
Yeah.
So we're reframing elements of the film as it's being projected onto the wall.
Oh, wow. Damn.
So,
yeah. Yeah, because I always like, because like, again, even my film, what the Lago Bhutan, that will be, parts of it will be an installation piece too as well. Because when I film for installation, I like for the subject matter to illuminate the room. So when you see the lock and dam opens, like it brightens the room, so to speak. So I think about it more light than audio. So I'm always curious when people kind of do the audio with the installation and stuff. So yeah, because I know that audio is just dope, and I just wanted to see how I was flowing through the gallery. Do you plan on doing more of these?
Oh yeah. Yeah. You mean more installations of the same piece or new?
No, like different pieces. Yeah, different pieces. Yeah.
Yeah. I've been working with Neon, which isn't, moving image. And that's one of the great things about the show at Paula Cooper is we had this really big gallery for the 3-channel works. And then there was a smaller gallery that had this stacked tower of monitors, and the monitors were all kind of going different ways. It's called Precious Memories. I'll send you some images. And in addition to the tower, there was a recliner and a side table and a picture of my mama and these two theatrical lights shining down. I was basically recreating elements of my childhood living room. And the 3 monitors had different videos playing. And in between the 3 monitors are these kind of plexiglass, wedges that are keeping the monitors in place. And inside of the wedges are plant material, cotton, moss, and it was wild. It was wild. And you've got the neon hanging on the wall, but you hear the music coming from the other space. And it's just like small strains of the audio.
The audio in that, like on the monitors, were there audio on those pieces?
There was, but it was more the audio from the monitors in that room was way more powerful than the strains of what you're hearing. So it's like if the door opens and someone comes into that room, you can hear a little bit of what's happening. It's like it felt real. To me, it felt like a kind of haunting, like a bunch of spirits are in one place, like a party of spirits, and you're in another room and you're having to deal with these spirits. But if that door opens, you can definitely hear what's going on in that other room,
Well, that's clever because, a lot of people don't think about audio. That's when they do those installations and stuff. Yeah. So I like
But I'm definitely interested in doing more, I'm really thinking about sculptural cinema. So how I've got these 16mm direct animations, right?
Yeah.
I've got 2 or 3 of them that can exist on their own. They can play, in fact, one of them was in the top monitor of that tower. But I've got a few other ones that, have to deal with, maternal instincts and, attachment theory. Then another one that has to deal with punishment as a way of shaping behavior. They're both from educational films from the 1950s.
That's some love there. That's some.
And I had this idea of projecting them onto surfaces that are not traditional projection surfaces. Those shapes that are covered with textures or fabrics that have been sewn together and stretched, taut. So I'm really experimenting with that right now. And considering sculptural cinema.
Yeah, well, it's funny because it's funny how the Steve McQueens of the world went from installation to narrative films, but the John Comforts of the world went from the cinema to the installation and stuff.
I mean, I'm definitely also thinking about narrative too. You know, I haven't told a ton of people this, but I'll share it with you in this audience. I'm really, I'm making, I'm making notes on a romance, like a dramatic romance.
Oh.
I'm really excited about what that genre would be in like my hands. You know, like what would
Is that the feature you're working on now, or?
I'm working on the feature of a documentary with my family, but I'm also like making notes for a dramatic romance feature. And I haven't written a script since like undergrad. So a part of me is just kind of fumbling through it, you know?
But don't even write one, like just make an outline and just like find it.
Exactly. And then just let them improv the entire thing, you know?
Oh yeah, totally. Just have them all right, all right, now here was the sides, like
Right.
you want with them, and then just kind of crank it out. Oh wow. Well, you are the big time rock star now. You're everywhere. New York Times. That's all that piece. Look at, yeah, I've seen that, you know. I mean, you be bringing it and stuff.
I'm just trying to be like you, Kev. I'm just trying to be like you,
man. Old man teacher that forgets stuff.
Your students really love you, you know. Remember when you brought me, I think I spoke to you.
Yeah, New York. Oh yeah, we're at the New Museum. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, I had messages from these people.
Of course.
You know?
They'll email the hell out of you.
You're like, hi, I met you in Kevin's class. I was like, yo, he must have a really good relationship with these folks. You know, they were very excited to continue to ask.
I mean, like, you got to see them through. I mean, you got to put them in a position where they can succeed and stuff, you know. So.
Yeah, I think that's wonderful. I actually cannot wait. I know you and Brother Chris think that I'm like dodging teaching. I'm not. I actually am really.
I know you're dodging teaching.
No,
because I know people gave you. I mean, I went to a certain university to give a talk and said, we gave that woman a job and she turned us down.
Just because someone gives you an opportunity doesn't mean you have to always take it. It needs to be.
That I agree. But then my thing is, I was like, man, she got that much money? You know what I mean? Because I'm old school. I'm from Ohio. I mean, like, what money that woman got? Ain't turning down jobs.
Listen, it has to be right. And I am excited about teaching. I think, like, I've taught editing for one semester, one summer actually at the New School. And it was one of the most amazing experiences of my life. You know, like it was incredible seeing them piece together their films. It was amazing.
Yeah. And then I think you told me people will ask you to cut their stuff for them, right?
Yeah, I used to be an assistant editor for documentary filmmakers. And then I've also worked, you know, alongside a few colleagues, you know, like, but I don't do a lot of that anymore, you know. But
and those are paying gigs? They're paying gigs, right? Yeah.
Yes. If the right thing came along, I'd be into it. But you know, again, I have to put right now. I've got to prioritize this particular film, the one about my family.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah.
But it's a serious endeavor. You know?
Yeah, of course. I mean, all films are serious endeavor. I don't care how long they are. Yeah, I don't care if they're 2 minutes or 4 minutes or 8 hours. You know, serious endeavor.
One day I'm going to do that too. It's going to be my own film.
Yeah, I want everybody to make an 8-hour film. I've been challenging everybody. You gotta make that 8-hour joint because I got 2 of them. You know, I'm hostile to that audience, boy. You gotta sit down.
Yeah. You're like Nina Simone in that regard. You're hostile to the audience.
I mean, you know, you gotta get your money's worth, as you say back home. You gotta get your money's worth.
I respect it.
Yeah. Well, shoot. I mean, yeah. I can't wait. Now, I remember when I first met you. I met you at that it was that thing Stanley Nelson put on, and you were making some.
Oh, word.
Yeah.
It was a firelight thing. I was shocked to see you there.
Yeah, you're the only one that talked to me because I remember I was on a panel with 2 people who got Academy Award nominations. And they was like, we won't listen to this mom. Like, we won't listen to the other people.
I had already heard about
question. You don't want to, I don't remember you don't want to ask me a question.
Yeah, no, I had already heard, because, you know, I was the only one at that point doing anything experimental.
But you were doing something in Amsterdam, right? Were you doing something about the Netherlands?
No, that was my friend Chantrell. Shout out to Chantrell. She was doing something on Zwart Piet, which I feel like she's moved on from, but no, I was actually, that's how long I've been working on this film. I had just started fundraising for this particular film, The Evidence of Things Not Seen.
That's what I thought.
And I was shocked that I was like, I know who this guy is. You know, a lot of these people are not well versed in like the art world or like experimental film.
Yeah, because they're all docs now, which is good. Yeah.
But it was good that they had you there, you know, like so that we could have a full array. No, I'm serious because I would.
Yeah, I was like showing some art films. He was like, uh-huh. Now, what about them Academy Award winning month? They was like, don't look at this junk.
No, I remember talking to Lyric Cabral about you. She was also really.
Yeah, she's a rock star. Her, yeah.
Don't think that people were not vibing you. It's gotta, you know, you're definitely an acquired taste, but those of us who know. You know what I'm saying? So
we had Lyric here, man. Lyric's a rocking now. I don't know what she's working on now.
Lyric rocks. Yeah, I think I think they're really fantastic, and they've been really helpful in helping me kind of navigate. You know, the feature documentary shit is really like.
But that's a game. I mean, that's a 10-year. I mean, like 10-year. No, I mean it's a 10-year investment. I mean, I mean, and that's like, and then that's quick. I mean, you make a feature doc that usually takes 7 to 10 years to kind of muscle all that stuff together.
Yeah, that's where I'm at, and I've actually had to kind of lean into that. And you know what helped me lean into that and not feel so crazy about it and really pressure myself? Moving to Texas.
Well,
you know.
Well, and also too, you're making other things, and then that's the thing. I remember me and Colleen Smith was at Brazil. No, we were in Rotterdam, and all these young, beautiful, talented Brazilian filmmakers, and they had these great short films, but people were advising them to make features, and I was like, no, because we'll never see them again.
Yeah.
You should just be making work, right? You know.
Whatever comes out.
Sometimes when you make these feature films, you're asking for permission from somebody to get, I was like, no, just keep making this, work your way up to it, and then go back and stuff like that.
I think that's a really great idea. A lot of folks have been conditioned to feel like the work doesn't matter until you make that feature film.
I know, that's just the wrong. That's the wrong strategy. Yeah.
And so they spend years and years and years only making a feature film, and we
never see them again. We literally never see them again. Yeah.
No, I take on small projects. In fact, taking on the smaller works, I don't know why people GIVERNY document a feature. I don't see it as that, but taking on these smaller works and these installation projects have actually helped me.
Yeah. Because you learn other forms. Yeah.
How to move forward with this thing. Yeah. So, and I'm also working on a small film right now that I can't talk too much about, but I'm very excited about it. But it's helpful, it takes some of the pressure off of having to focus on one thing. And it's like a release,
Well, just practicing your muscles, just practicing your art making muscles. Well, I think that's it. I think they're shutting us off here, but
are they?
I think we're past our time.
Well, it's been a pleasure.